Joe Mitchell, activateyourgreatness.com, and I am happy to be live with you tonight to talk with you we're gonna talk about, we're gonna go back to gratitude. You know, I felt like, you know, we've been talking a lot about procrastination for a while, and I figured, well, let's just take a deep breath and go back to gratitude. Because I think gratitude is what it's all about. And when we are procrastinating, it's kind of hard to procrastinate and feel grateful at the same time, don't you think? Well, I definitely know that that's true. But what I really want to do with you tonight is talk to you a little bit about tapping and how tapping really works, okay? Because when you understand how tapping works, it can just be such an amazing tool to change moods, to change attitudes. You know, I've used it so many times to change my mood, to change my attitude, to get things done that I wasn't going to get done, to have conversations that I wasn't going to have. The whole idea that I really want to focus on with you is tapping on the negative. That's the real thing that you really need to understand. That it's really okay to tap on the negative. That we don't have to always be thinking positive. And that a lot of times that our thinking positive actually keeps us stuck because we're pushing down the negative. So let's start doing some tapping on the negative, because that is what frees it up. That's what frees you up to have an experience that you really love. And we can tap on positive. There's nothing wrong. I mean, it's actually good to tap on positive. But when you tap on the negative, that's where the power of tapping really starts, is with the negative. Okay, with the pain, with the anxiety, with the negative. So what we're going to do is we're going to start, instead of looking at procrastination, as I said, we're going to look at gratitude. So let's start by looking at a little bit of gratitude, gratitude. Now, let me just quickly review the points for you. Okay, so the first points are right here in between the. It's so hard to do this when I'm looking at myself on the camera. It's right here at the eyebrow points, and you want to be tapping on the eyebrow points. Okay, you can tap with one finger, or you can tap with two fingers, or you can tap with three fingers. Okay, that's the first point. Second point, side of the eye. It's right on this bone right here, right there on the bone. Under the eye, right on the bone. Again, there's a bone, you can feel it. And I'm tapping with all three fingers. Next point is right under the lip, under the nose. And I like to tap here, just with two of them, because I like to tap with two hands. You don't have to tap with two hands. And then the other one is under the lip, like right above the chin, under the lip. Perfect, perfect, perfect. And then here's the collarbone, and it's right under the collarbone. Very simple. These are all meridian points. So really, this feels good. This one always really feels good to me. And then the last one, there's two more. The last one is under the brow, at the brow line here, right underneath the arm, under the arm point. And then the top of the head. And it's right at the top of the head. Okay? So those are the points. There are other points, and we could get into those other points, but we won't. Okay? We're just going to do these points because it's plenty. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start with the negative. We're going to focus on the negative. And we're going to keep going a little bit so that you can feel the power of the negative. I mean, it sounds crazy, right? I mean, we're supposed to think positive, law of attraction, what you focus on expands and all this stuff. But the real thing is, we really want to focus. We want to get beyond the surface. We want to let go and release all of the crud, because most of us are walking around with all this crud, and when we release this crud, then gratitude can arise. Amazing things can arise just out of us being willing to look at the negative. So let's do a little negative tapping. What do you say? Okay? So you can take some nice deep breaths as you're doing this. Now I like to start here. I really like starting here because I don't know, it just feels very natural to start at the side of the eye. Okay? I don't always feel grateful. And what you want to do is repeat after me. I don't always feel grateful. Especially when things aren't going the way I want them to. I have to have more compassion for myself. But I don't. No, I don't have any compassion for myself. So I'm also tapping down here. I don't have any compassion in myself. It's hard to feel grateful. It's hard to feel grateful. I don't feel grateful for anything right now. I don't feel grateful for anything right now. Not a thing. I don't feel grateful for anything right now. I don't feel grateful for anything right now. I just can't get it to feel grateful. And then once we finish one round, we can just put our hand on our head, take a deep breath, exhale. And that is one round. So that's what it is. It's like it's okay to just talk it out and tap. Okay, let's do one more round and we'll do it again. Okay, we'll go through twice. Okay. How do you expect me to feel grateful when I've got pain? How do you expect me to feel grateful when I'm tired? There's no way I'm going to feel grateful. And you can just repeat after me. I'm not going to feel grateful if things aren't going well. I didn't get enough sleep. How can I feel grateful? I have too much work to do and not enough time. How can I feel grateful? I can't feel grateful. I don't feel grateful for my life. It's not enough good. I can't feel the good things in my life. There's too many things that are distracting me. Too much bad news. So much bad news in the world right now. How can I be grateful? There's just no way I can be grateful right now. And you can tap along with me. I just can't be grateful. My life is difficult sometimes. It's really not easy. My life's not easy sometimes. And sometimes I really don't feel grateful. There's too much going on for me to feel grateful about anything. I want to feel grateful, but I don't. And I feel that irritation and that frustration and that anger. I'm angry about the way things are going. I'm angry that I'm quarantined. I just feel angry about life. I'm not happy. I want to be grateful, but how can I be grateful with all these things in my life going the wrong way? I just don't see it. I don't see it. And then put your hands on your head, take a deep breath. Now what I want you to notice is that if you tapped along with me and you just did your version of it, just, basically I'm just like blah, 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 blah. If you're just doing that and you're tapping along with me, what you're going to notice is that you're lighter now. You're not as like stuck. You're lighter. And that's the whole point of this negative tapping, is that we, it's something that lightens us up. And then once we get light, well, of course we can do the positive. And I'm going to do one round of positive just because I feel like, okay, it's probably a good idea to do a round of positive. And I always like to, especially, it's easy. Like once you've like lifted most of the stuff, most of the distraction, most of the anger, most of the frustration, once you've lifted most of that stuff, now you can tap on the positive. And what I'd love to do with you right now is to do a little positive tapping. So let's do that. I mean, what do you say? What do you say we do some positive gratitude tapping? Okay? So let's start here, okay? And just repeat after me. I appreciate my body. I love my legs for carrying me around. I love how much I get to see with my eyes. I appreciate the strength in my body. I appreciate my ears and all I hear. I'm grateful for my computer because it connects me to Facebook. Connects me to the whole world. I'm grateful for Zoom. Gives me so many options to connect with friends and get information and learn. I'm grateful for my apartment and being able to enjoy being at home. My family and friends are an incredible gift to me. When I really think about my family and friends, I am so lucky to have my family and my friends. I love feeling grateful. It feels so good to feel grateful. And I'm so glad that I can feel grateful more and more of the time. I see the blessings in my life. I feel the blessings in my life. I feel blessed. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that is your positive gratitude tapping. Really important to be able to do the positive gratitude tapping as well. Because the negative stuff, is, as I said, probably of the two, the negative one is more important, I would say. If I had to say which one is more important, I would say the tapping on the negative is more important. Okay? But positive tapping is great because now I'm in touch with my gratitude. I'm in touch with the thank you in my life. And that's amazing. Tapping works. Try it. Especially when you feel negative. I'm trying to be this big advocate for tapping. I am a tapping maniac. And I think that we all can benefit from this thing called tapping. and we can lift up our lives, and that's what I want you to do. Is I want you to lift up your life with tapping. So thanks so much for being here. Thanks for listening to me, and I am really excited about tapping, and I really want you to, if you can, rewatch this video and see the power of tapping. It really works. And again, thank you so much. Now, one of the things that I really am in the process of doing, I'm in the process of writing a book, but I would love, if you are interested in learning something about tapping, I would love to give you a 15-minute free session of tapping. Just you and me. 15 minutes free. All you have to do is, put something in the comments here, DM me, Facebook message me, whatever works for you. But get that 15 minutes with me. Come on, that's an important thing. Seriously. Because 15 minutes with me, and you're going to start to feel that enthusiasm that I have about tapping, and it's going to enable you to change your life. Okay, that's why I do this stuff, is because I really believe that we can change our lives, and I'm trying to give you ways to do it that really work, and this works. Tapping works. Thanks again for listening, and let's do a session. Come on, go for it. Take care.